there, guy? Well, apparently Gar's too busy to introduce himself to the episode, so schwa the roll call.
Eiji Tsuburaya, the man who created something from nothing. Godzilla. Ultraman. But when those who don't give his franchises enough credit, these podcasters will do it justice. For they are
Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger.
Love our Hall of Fame's Ultraman. Ultra Yellow Canister, gone.
The other son of Belial, Ultra Pinkcaster Lane.
Sprung the love on one of Japanese beloved franchises.
Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. Shrap!
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger, the show where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all kaiju in between. I'm your co-host, Ultra Pinkcaster Lane. And he's your host, Ultra Yellowcaster Gar.
Indeed I am.
How's that ice cap going for you?
Very, very coffee.
That's good.
Coffee. Starbucks.
Yes.
But yes, this is episode 96. Holy shit.
I know.
We're 4 weeks away from a big triple digit.
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing with our lives?
I mean, I've been playing Gears 5 and just working. That's been my life. I was watching It Takes Two starring Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, and you're like, oh, you record an episode. And I was like, fine.
Yeah, well, I've been...
Cleaning. Cleaning. Watching Mega Ranger. And cleaning.
I've been watching Mega Ranger. Yeah.
You've been cleaning while watching Mega Ranger.
Nah. I clean while watching English stuff because I can still listen.
Yeah, Gar's been watching a lot of SpongeBob. I mean, it is one of the best written shows of all time. So.
Hey, it's not my fault that when Hillenberg passed away, several episodes ended up on YouTube.
Like all of them.
Not all of them, but the good seasons.
Yep.
And the movie also came up on Netflix, and I'm like, I haven't seen that movie in years. Which Scarlett Johansson is in that movie.
Yeah, doesn't she play like the daughter?
Yeah, she plays Mindy.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And Alec Baldwin's Dennis.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin's in that movie. I'm like, I would never have recognized him. Period.
My name's Dennis.
Name's Dennis. You call that a mustache?
This is what a real man's mustache looks like.
Is he a mermaid too? that if you've never seen the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, definitely go see it.
Also, Avril Lavigne did a cover of the theme song.
That's nice.
Yeah. First news story.
Yeah, so anyways, yeah, we're talking about episodes 19 of Ultraman, Ultraman Tiga, and just episode 6 of Ultraman Taiga, simply because this time, instead of being tired, we're both on a time crunch to record this episode, so the audio drama, or the Tri-Squad drama, will be saved for next time, which makes sense. It's a 3-parter. We should have just done all 3 parts together.
Yeah.
But no, I had to be of consistency and such, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of Taiga, we just got news this week. Well, it's been coming in now for like the last 2 weeks or so. But yeah, Ultraman Taiga has officially wrapped up production.
Oh.
Yeah, which several of the actors have been posting their photos with their flowers, which it makes you remember that Ultraman doesn't last forever.
Nope. Only 25 episodes.
24 episodes since for Taiga. Yeah, series is almost halfway through its run. Yet, like I said before, they start production around like end of April-ish, beginning of May, go until September. So it's kind of like how the Beast Morphers, or like the Power Rangers cast does 4 months for a season.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 8 months altogether. But I think they take a break for like Christmas and then they go back and do the second half.
Oh yeah.
Which it kind of sucks to be a Power Rangers actor because you're not even when you're done the show. No, like there's only like the first 2 episodes out, so like you're not even still doing the show when it's airing. That kind of sucks.
It does kind of suck. Okay, go back up to the first picture. Look at Titus and Puma there.
Yeah.
Look how big Titus is.
He's a big, beefy boy.
But yeah, those Ultraman heads are fucking huge. Like, if you actually look, like, you can see, like, Hiroyuki right there on the right, and then there's Puma beside him, and you can just tell how big the fucking, like, head is.
Damn, that is a big head.
Yeah.
Well, remember, you have to, they have to have lights in for the suits.
Yeah.
Which apparently the light switch is in the inside of the ear. Where for stage shows, it's actually on the outside of the ear.
Oh, yeah, so it's good.
Yeah.
Fucking, still, Taiga's eyes are amazing. Just look how bright yellow they are.
I especially like the photo with Hiroyuki with Taiga.
I wonder if he's gonna be
Oh.
I want this showdown!
Friggin' next year when we have 2020's Ultraman, which I'm predicting is going to be called Ultraman Gar. Ultraman Gar.
Yeah, we're going to call you specifically to be the main character. It will be the first English-speaking Western Ultraman ever.
I don't know. Maybe his thing is that he can grow larger.
Wouldn't that be fucking cool?
What?
Just like an Ultraman being as like big as a planet or something.
Jeebus.
I mean, technically, Ginga and Victory can do that. They can just grow super huge if they want.
Or super tiny.
In space. But yeah, so congratulations to them, and we can't wait to see how the rest of the show goes.
Yep, and with the new toy catalogs coming up for new Rider and the last bit of Ryu Soldier stuff, I think it's safe to say that we'll probably get scans later on for the movie.
Yeah.
See what he gets for the movie. But again, we won't talk about them on the show simply because, you know, we like to keep that. We like to see what they do when it actually happens. But speaking of things that are properly announced, not pronounced, Milk Creek has finally announced the next wave of Ultraman releases, which we already know is Ultra 7, Ultraman Orb, and Ultraman Geed.
You know, the good Ultraman shows.
The good ones. So yeah, but this does confirm that Ultra 7 will only have the 48 episodes and will not include episode 12 of the series, which that's kind of a bummer. But then again, these releases are based on the HD remasters that already exist.
Yeah.
In which, you know, Tsuburaya didn't remaster that episode. Sorry. We're in the middle of breakfast. But yeah, since the Blu-ray's coming out, gotta make room.
Gar, that's your Ultra 7 DVD.
Yeah, but the Blu-ray's coming out in December.
Okay, but still, you spent money on that.
Yeah, you're right.
And we're probably not going to get Ultra 7 on Blu-ray yet, so we'll need that for when we watch Ultra 7. Cool.
We're not getting to Ultra 7 until probably next year or something.
Oh, so I learned something about Ultraman Taiga. So, according to his official wiki page, so on his family, Ultraman Taro is his father, his grandfather's father of Ultra, his grandmother's mother of Ultra. Ultraman Ace is his adopted uncle. Ultra 7 is his first cousin once removed, and Ultraman Zero is his second cousin.
Ow.
Fucking, this family's weird.
Oh, trust me, you should have seen all the fan art of freaking, like, baby Taiga before the show came out.
Also, apparently, Taiga's 4,800 years old. Fuma's 5,000 years old, which is I can't believe fucking Fuma's older than Taiga. And then Titus, a whopping 9,000 years old.
Yeah,
Titus has seen some shit.
Well, yeah, we already knew Titus was the oldest.
His race, the people of U40.
Yeah, cool thing. But yeah, so much like the original Ultraman release, in Ultra Q we'll be getting a steelbook for Ultra 7.
Yeah, we are.
Which a tagline for this one is, "A powerful fighter defends Earth from invasion." More like, yeah, this was the more popular show.
Yeah.
So much popular, this show got 49 episodes instead of 39.
Jeez.
Fun fact, I can't remember which channel it was that was broadcasting Ultra 7 or Ultraman, but they wanted to do another 12 episodes to make it like a good 50 episode series.
Fuck.
But Subaraya said, "No, we're done. We want to move on to the next thing."
That's fair.
It's like, you know what, 39 episodes, that's not bad.
No.
Gives
Good for a start. Then we got our Orb and Gene.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're making a steelbook for Orb as well.
No.
Oh. They're showing it twice.
So it's like, that's what the cover looks like, and this is what it'll look like. That's like what the side of it looks like.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Ultraman Orb will be getting a series release, which it'll be a series plus movie combo pack.
It's super funny too how they're actually for the picture of Orb, they show him in his Orb origin form. It's like after Orb origin happened, no one, when people think of Ultraman Orb, they don't think of Spacium Superion. It's like, no, that's Ultraman Orb.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point of Orb origin. It's like, this is who he really is.
Yeah, but like when Spacium Superion was first like shown, everyone was like, oh, that's Orb.
I'm also glad that Juggler gets, the second half of the
Yeah,
wallpaper.
because he's the other best half of Ultraman Orb. You can't have Orb without Juggler. And you can't have Juggler without Orb.
Yin and Yang, Alpha and Omega.
Pretty much.
Light and dark.
Pretty much.
Heavily on the whole light and dark thing.
Yeah, go watch Orb and the Origin Saga and Ultra Fight Orb. Like, just watch everything Orb.
Ooh, that does bring up the question if the Origin Saga will get a Blu-ray release.
I think it said it is getting it.
No, Ultra Fight Orb's getting a release.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fucking they better.
It's like, yeah, it's on Amazon, but like it's on Amazon Prime, but it's like I wouldn't mind having, a physical copy of that.
Yeah. Oh, we loved the fucking Origin Saga when we talked about it.
Hell, if I had it my way, I would rewatch the entire Origin Saga, and that would be our episode 100 topic, a revisit to the Origin Saga.
Ooh, that'd be cool. And then we got the G cover, which looks great because it shows off all his forms.
So, yeah,
magnificent.
I was wrong when we talked about it last episode. I thought that was Zero Beyond, but it's just Ultraman Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once again, these, both Orb and G will include their respective movies as well.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what's that Zero form down there?
No, that's a Zero.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it looks like a different form.
No.
Oh, okay.
Though somebody did notice that, like, you see the red banner with Orb's logo?
Yeah.
And then you see Jeed's that goes downwards.
Oh, yeah.
So it's probably going to be a thing with the new generation ones where it's like it collides. Or it makes like a giant puzzle piece or something.
It's funny when we talked about when we were showed a picture of Comrade Thouser in the Cast Ranger chat. Like Ichi's like, I swear to God, his head looks like an Ultraman. So I'm like, yeah, it looks like Jeed. He has Jeed's eyes.
Oh.
But yeah, I honestly, I will buy Jeed on Blu-ray because
I would buy Jeed on Blu-ray.
Yeah, fucking Jeed's my favorite Ultraman series. So like, I want to own this physically.
Mm-hmm. Which that does beg the question, will Crunchyroll lose the rights to stream this show now?
Probably.
If Mill Creek has a physical release of it, so it's like...
I doubt Crunchyroll is going to be super sad about it. They're going to be like...
Alright, bye.
But we're an anime fucking streaming service, whatever.
No, it's just going to be like, what, you're leaving? No, Willy Wonka, please stop, come back.
No, stop, come back.
Just Rob kicks out the door. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Because I don't want your ass print on it.
Yeah, my boy Jeed. I still need that figure out, goddammit.
Yeah. So yeah, Ultraman Orb, the series, will be coming out on November 19th, 2019.
Wow, the runtime is 11 hours, 35 minutes. So literally you could watch the entire series of Orb in just under half a day.
I watched all of Ginga S in like 8 hours.
I know you did. I never interrupted you because I knew you were busy.
Yeah. It'll go for $40. That's not bad.
Yeah.
$40 for the entire show. Jeed is also...
And Jeed is longer just by an extra 2 minutes.
Just by two more minutes of Belial.
Yes! Suck it, Orb.
The Jeed series will also be coming out on November 19th.
And let's see, if we want to watch Ultra 7 in its entirety, we have to go whopping 20 hours and 8 minutes. So we can watch this in a day. Just under a day.
Like non-stop.
Yeah. Fuck, I did that with Kuga. I watched like half of Kuga and like...
And I had to sit down with you so that you could actually finish
So I would not be bored out of my fucking skull. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. That would have gone nuts. Okay, so yeah, the Steelbook's going to be like $50, and then the regular version's $40. So.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're pretty much paying 10 extra bucks for a Steelbook.
Yeah, but look how much prettier the Steelbook is.
No, I know.
Then it's like, I won't say the Blu-rays look bad, but I feel like the Steelbook just has like that extra touch to it.
Like it looks like an artistic photo.
Yeah, and it's like like you have the kaijus in the background. It's not just
Ultra 7.
Ultra 7, like the Shout Factory DVD.
Why is he called Ultra 7 if he's the second Ultraman?
Because 1960. Okay, first off, bitch, he's the third Ultraman.
I know, Zombie.
Fun fact.
Stop all of you.
Fun fact: Zombie shows up in Ace just so that's because Subaraya believed that people wouldn't remember him. So it's like we gotta put him in Ace.
Well, yeah, the fucker only showed up in like the last episode.
And that was it. He never shows up in like Return of Ultraman.
And then Zoffy just became this popular character.
Because fucking Zoffy, man.
Zoffy's pretty dope.
You gotta have more Zoffy.
It's true.
Yeah, there's also preview clips for him.
Oh, that's cool.
And
the quality looks good.
Yeah.
Because you checked out the preview clips and you're like, alright. See, I like that. I like that it's like, here's a preview of what you're buying.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, good on them.
Here's a 10-minute preview of what you're getting.
Subaraya, like, thank you. Thank you for this gift.
It's like why should they get all the good stuff?
Because now we can happily say, you can watch this legally.
Yeah, when we watch Ultra 7, we'll
watch it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, we will legally watch this.
Oh.
Hopefully Dinah comes out.
Hopefully fucking Dinah comes on Blu-ray.
Dinah on Blu-ray.
I want 80 on Bluray.
Oh yeah, they in that list they didn't show 80, did they?
No, I hope they do Ultraman 80 on Blu-ray. That'd be sick.
Someone pointed out that Cosmos, Nexus, Max, and Mabius don't have Blu-ray releases.
He came
in Japan.
He came to us from Mill Creek.
So also I didn't put it in the news, but there's possibly a rumor that next year, like from the head of the guy that's in charge of all these Blu-ray releases, someone brought up the question about Gridman and how that's kind of like Ultraman a bit with a Subaraya show.
Mm-hmm.
The person left a response saying, "I can't say anything now, but you'll be excited for next year."
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to hint at next year there will be a Gridman release. Which I feel like this will lead into Subaraya just letting Mill Creek release all their shows.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, why not do all their other shows?
So I'm seeing here that Mill Creek Entertainment is apparently in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to put in here, there we go. So from our place to Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's a 14-hour drive. So if we want to drive down to Mill Creek Entertainment, we'd be like, hey!
Get an Ultraman!
Where's Gridman?
Where's Gridman?
It's only 1,300 kilometers.
Wait, for real?
Yep.
I thought Wait, I thought Minnesota was like dead center in the States.
No.
Oh.
They're like over here.
Oh. Well,
Let's go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah! We'll just fucking watch Ultraman on the way.
No, just get there. Can I have my Ultraman, please? There's no actual copies here. What do you mean? We shipped them all out. I came here to get my Ultraman. Just grab the guy by the cuff of his shirt.
Right.
Where's my Ultraman?
Here, take Gridman on Blu-ray. Oh.
Thank you. Region 0. Oh, son of a bitch.
It's like how Ichi was originally going to go down to Chorus Entertainment to fucking... Where's my Zex? Give me my Zex! And then found him Zex.
Yeah, I found a Zex for him.
He made his fucking whole life.
Alrighty. Oh, yeah, Ultra 7 comes out on December 10th.
Yeah, not November. Liars.
Just in time for Christmas. But yeah, right as we get these nice Blu-ray releases, Subaraya goes in and be like, oh yeah, we're releasing Ultra Q on 4K.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's gonna, like...
You bastards!
Like,
why? How?
It's gonna be crisp. Like, really crisp. Like, that's gonna look like 60 FPS. Like, that's how good quality it's gonna be. Pigmon's gonna be insane.
Pigmon's excited for a 4K release. He's praising it. But yeah.
Okay.
I guess this is a thing. Unless it's just the Blu-ray, they're calling it a 4K release. Because it says 2011 remaster. Like full HD Blu-ray. Oh. Right, I think it's 4K because of this is for the archives that Subaraya Production does. So I think it's just, hey, here are the archive interviews in 4K with the Blu-ray remaster.
There you go. Okay. Because that would look way too weird. Just seeing like a 60s TV show in like 4K. Especially in black and white, that'd be weird.
It's like how, oh, why can't we have black and white Doctor Who in color? It's like, because that would look awful.
Absolutely bad.
Simply because they knew that they were filming in black and white, so not everything looks good when you colorize it. In some of the commentaries for the episodes, they even acknowledge, oh, thank goodness this is in black and white, because that black space up there, yeah, that's the studio. We didn't cover that spot up, but since it's in black and white, it matches.
Well, very cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
So this is Ultraman before Ultraman.
Yeah, it's the Twilight Zone of Japan. And I'm just making sure that there is no other news.
I don't think so. This is any last minute.
Oh, here's a thing. So, Playmates Toys, the people that own the Ninja Turtle franchise, they announced that they'll be doing the toys for Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You know, we never saw any of those Godzilla toys.
No. I feel like they were just a limited thing, and then bye. And we live in Canada. We have the worst type of toy marketing ever. Or at least toy distribution.
Yeah. They just think we don't give a shit.
So yeah, that is the news. So let's talk about some Ultramans.
Oh. So episode 19, Evil Repeated. So we got two kaijus in this episode.
Yeah.
The blue foam monster, Aboras, and the red flame monster,
Vanilla. A banana? Banana.
So pretty much the whole like synopsis of this episode, breakdown of this episode is, like these construction workers, they find a capsule, and the capsule has like this thing in it.
It has chemicals inside.
But then later on, they notice that there's a hole in the capsule, and it's like, oh, there was something else in here, but it's gone.
And this capsule is at least 300 million years old.
Yeah, so they keep thinking it's a time capsule from, like, a long time ago, but then they're, like, arguing amongst each other. It's like, well, no, we're not even humans yet. We were, like, apes.
Humans didn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, period. I looked it up, and I'm like, what was the Earth like 3 million years ago? Reptiles were, like, the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Lizzie, the oldest historical fossil of reptilian life was discovered 350 million years ago. So it was mostly just all reptiles.
Yeah.
Not even dinosaurs.
Nope.
Earth was only 30 million years old, I think.
And so, like, and they also find, like, this, like, metal sheet that, like, has, like, something inscribed onto it, but, like...
I feel like they just got that from the set because, like, they probably used that for, like, thunder effects.
Yeah, and they were like, well, let's just make it an alien thing.
Yeah, aliens.
So then, like, they're able to translate it because, like, Ida's a fucking idiot, and he, like...
Drops it.
And then, like, the sunlight, like, reflects onto the ceiling the message. And so, pretty much they find out, oh, this was, like, sent by, like, an evil... like an old ancient civilization who sealed these two kaijus away because they were too fucking powerful. There's like something like that.
I just noticed something.
Hmm?
There's a red one and a blue one.
Yes.
Both are inside of a capsule.
Mm-hmm.
Could Groudon and Kyogre kind of be a subtle nod to them?
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm stretching it a bit.
Yeah.
But apparently this episode was a basis for a Pokemon episode.
Okay.
Going on Suede's word for that. We're gonna... Yeah, we also have our character of the episode, Dr. Fukuyama. Fuck me.
No. But he's okay.
Yeah, it would have been better if it was just, Mr. Iwamoto.
And, like, again, this is another one of these episodes where we do not get Ultraman until, like, the last fucking minute.
Ultraman doesn't even, Ultraman shows up to the point where he only gets one jotted note to himself.
Yeah, and, like,
And it's the very last one because he did fuck all this episode.
Yeah, like, all he did was, because, like, eventually, like, Alvarez and Vanilla are up and going around, like, destroying shit. And then they decide to fight each other, and Vanilla gets killed by Alvarez. So
In the Science Patrol.
Yeah.
They help out.
Yeah. So then just Ultraman literally just fucking... He has to Spacium Ray him, like, 3 times just to fucking take him down.
Blows up.
Yeah, it blows up, and it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, look, it's Ultraman! He, stands triumphantly and flies off, and it's like...
That's it.
Excuse me. That's it? Really?
Yep.
Huh. I think we're just spoiled because nowadays, the Ultraman shows up at the 13-minute mark, and there's still, 8 minutes left of the episode.
Hell, sometimes the episode of Ultraman starts with them, fighting already and stuff.
Yeah. So I think we're just... this show is called Ultraman, but you save him for, the very last minute.
I feel like it's a tactic they use to, keep the viewer watching. It's like, oh, Ultraman. I'm here for Ultraman. I'm going to keep watching the episode until Ultraman shows up.
When are they going to get to the bomb factory?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was a tactic they used. It's like, yeah, if we put Ultraman in, the middle of the episode, then people are just going to stop watching after.
Good point.
Yeah.
So it's like, we gotta keep them for the very end.
Gotta keep them watching. And I always see this as an excuse also, just, we get to know our characters more.
Yeah.
So, Ide, he's still silly as fuck. He's always so, ambitious to, go out on the front lines, and Cap's just like, take a seat, buddy. We'll take it. Hayata will take care of this. He's like, oh, fuck Hayata. Hayata's like, excuse me?
Hmm.
So, Abolus and Aboris and Vanilla, they looked cool.
Aboris was the better looking of the two.
Yeah.
Like,
No wonder he won.
Huh?
No wonder he won.
Vanilla reminded me a bit of Titanosaurus.
Yeah.
From Terror of Mechagodzilla.
Oh yeah. God, that movie sucked. I love Mechagodzilla anyway. I thought that sucked. Oh yeah, some guy made a fucking Mechagodzilla like costume, and like it actually like
pretty.
His
dope,
hands
man.
could like spin, and like it actually looked like the actual costume. It was fucking impressive.
You know what this episode did remind me of? Right at the beginning, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. This is with the construction crew finding something.
Dave, better come here and see this. Go on, Dave.
Go on, Dave. That building's supposed to be over there.
That building's supposed to be over there. Yeah, this episode was okay. Like, just it felt like a lot happened, but then it didn't at the same time.
It felt like this felt like it could have been a two-parter.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's like, oh, Vanilla shows up, and then like the episode ends with like a Boris coming back, and it's like, oh no, what have we done? End of part 1. Part 2, we see them fight a bit more. Because it's like the whole transcribed like message is like, oh, these two are very destructive and such. They weren't really that destructive. They just saw each other and just started beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, because they're like animals. It's their instincts, bestial instincts. So, yeah. So like, there wasn't much to it, and like again, it was just sucked that we only got Ultraman for like less than a minute. We are spoiled.
Fuji did nothing this episode.
Fuji did nothing.
Hoshino was nowhere to be seen.
Nope.
Cap did Cap stuff.
Yeah. And Hayato is just Hayato.
We got 19 episodes of the show.
Jesus.
Wait, do we?
No, we have 20. We're on episode 19. There's 39 episodes, so we have 20 left.
Right.
We're getting there.
Fuck. Damn it.
It's okay. So anyways, now on to Tiga. So, episode 19, Guts into Space, part 1. So fuck us! It's just a two-parter!
Damn it!
Like, I'm watching it and I'm just like, oh, alright, this is gonna be cool. Guts into Space, part 1. Oh.
It's a two-parter.
Now, this episode was actually interesting.
Yes!
Because this is apparently the debut and creation of Guts' mothership, the
Art Desi.
Yeah, the Art Desi. I know the name because they kept fucking saying it like all the time. Like the fucking announcer in the hangar bay was like, Art Desi launching.
It's even printed on the ship.
Yeah,
but sir, we are Japanese. Why is the name written in English?
It has to be a name based off something. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're testing out this new like engine system called the Maxima Overdrive.
Yeah.
So like Reina's like testing it out, and like she actually almost fucking dies.
Yeah,
testing it because she can't control it.
Yeah, because apparently the Maxima Overdrive, in which it just kept reminding me of Maximum Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Maximum Drive is supposed to be like taking particles and antiparticles and light and putting it into the engine so that you can travel at the speed of light.
So apparently about the Art Desi, the battleship itself is modeled after a whale and an Imperial-class Star Destroyer from the Star Wars franchise. Yeah, I can see it!
I can see with the whole head thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so it's based off a whale and a Star Destroyer. I wonder I liked the ship when I saw it. I was
Dun, 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 dun,
so it can
dun.
seat up to 11 people.
How many members are there in Guts?
7.
Damn it.
Its max speed is in the air is Mach 3, but in space it's Mach 42.
The fuck is Mach 42?
That's like fucking.
The speed of light.
Yeah, it's actually cute. Like, I think like Rina and like Daigo were kind of hitting on each other because like Rina's just like.
Wait, are you telling me Daigo actually got to do something?
Yeah. What's funny is he got to hang out with none other than
Shinjo.
Shinjo. Well, now I know what the thumbnail for this episode has to be.
What?
So it has to be this. Okay, I'll send you the image because I'll find it.
Okay.
But it has to be this image. Like it's from Rogue One when like you see like the Death Star coming into like view.
Yeah.
And then like you see like a Star Destroyer. Mm-hmm. So we're just gonna replace that Star Destroyer with the Art Desi instead.
I could just put the Death Star in with the Art Desi.
Oh, there you go. Sure, that's better. So yeah, so like there's a cute scene where like Rena or whatever like that was like she was just like in some casual clothing and she was like looking hot as she always is.
Lane, that's Ultraman's daughter.
I don't give a shit. I saw her in her bikini. I wasn't expecting. I saw her in her swimsuit. I wasn't expecting that.
This is
Lucky.
This is Ultraman's daughter.
Eh.
I wonder, do they get the same paycheck from Super Eye Productions?
Maybe.
or do they get two separate paychecks?
But she was like holding like some tea and she was trying not to spill it, and so like that was just like, so what was it like? Like
what was space?
Like what was going in space like? And she's like, oh, it was awesome, and then like she's like talking to him, like be like, what's faster than like?
What's the fastest thing that moves in space?
And he's like, light. That's right.
You're good with your physics.
No, then she asks him something else, and he's like,
No, she's explained how the engine works, and it's just like,
he's like
for Daigo, it's in for 1 year, out the other.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, I understand that, but it sounds cool. So then, yeah, but basically, like, they try to pull Rita out from testing the engine because, like, it's just too much for her, but, like, the head, like, dudes are like, no, we have to test this, like, it has to happen.
Yeah, because the person that created the Maximum Overdrive is Professor Yao. Yao. Which apparently he's been working on this engine for like the last 20 years.
Yeah, after 20 years of secret construction.
Yeah, and Hori's just like, I'm a scientist. Like,
even I think that's bullshit.
Hey, why do you want to do this? To help the human civilization. Bullshit. Why do you actually want to do it? It's like, because I want to go into space.
Space. I'm gonna go space.
Mm-mm.
Space. But like, yeah, so like Guts is just trying to tell him, it's like, no, this like shit's too dangerous. We haven't fully it's not fully right yet. And he's like, well, and chairman people are just like, well, we don't give a shit. Like, we need this. So also there's like these robots fucking just walking around. They're called like I think steelheads.
The actual name for them are the mechanical puppets Gobnoon or Goboon.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that they're never referred to them as that in the episode.
No, they call them steelheads.
Oh, did they call them steelheads?
Yeah, that's what the subset said. It was like, oh, they're called steelheads.
Oh. I just wrote them down as freaking steel figures.
But they're just these like hollow robotic armor, and like they go down with one hit, but then they like can like come back up.
They're like golems.
Yeah, essentially.
Because like Shinjo and Daigo find one while they're patrolling Shinjo's. Like
just shoots it and it just goes down. He's like,
yeah, it's like there's no life in it, so it's a robot. Yeah, good.
Yeah, and he shoots it down, and he just goes down with one shot.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing inside of it. Then how was it standing up? How was it walking?
So then they find, when Reno was in space or whatever like that, testing the engine, she, like, also saw, like, a floating island or something, but it was, like...
The Animarium.
Yeah, no, but it was, like, this, like, kind of ship thing, and that's where the steelheads are coming from.
Yeah.
So they figured, okay, we need to try to destroy this thing, but, like, we don't have the means to do it, and so, like, Dr. Yao was just like, okay, well, we can use my new ship I made, the Ardesi, and it's like, okay.
We can use the Ardesi.
Like, so... They go there, but then the steelheads start like attacking the base, and they like enter, and like they're all working. Like it's cool because this is the first time I think we've seen like the entire Guts team like
working together,
like during a conflict.
Yeah, because usually they're like split off a bit from each other.
But like once they get into the Art Desi, like this shit fucking just screamed like Gundam. Because like in the Gundam animes, like there's always like a flagship and where like the main crew like stay on, and it reminded me so much of Gundam. It
reminded me a bit of like the last season, like the last few episodes of Sonic X, because at the end in like the last arc of Sonic X, they have to go from planet to planet in like this giant spaceship thing, and they all have like their own little control.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
To get to retrieve the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah.
Because Sonic was a fucking idiot and scattered them throughout space.
Oh no, Dragon Ball GT.
Oh shit, yeah. Hey, I like Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, it was okay. So like Daigo decides, I'll stay behind and like try to keep them off your back while you guys like get the ship like launched, and so they do. But then one of the steelheads like just grows big.
Well, here's the thing though, like there were so many of them because like, so what they did is that they went around town, they find all of them and they start blowing them up, and they just send the debris into the headquarters. Mm-hmm. What they didn't realize is that they could easily reactivate themselves.
Yep.
And what the coolest thing that they did is like they know they're going after the Maxima Overdrive, because like once the Art Desi leaves, they all like flee into like outside. But they're in the lowest basement floor of the base. That's underwater.
Yeah.
So it's like you see all of them like come together to create like this giant like freaking. According to the Ultra Wiki, it's called the Gigaform.
Yeah, and so it's like underwater, and it's just like trying to head towards the base or whatever, and then just so Daigo, he's underwater as well, and then he transforms into Tiga. And so we get to see Tiga fighting underwater. So that was cool.
And the effect of it being underwater
wasn't bad.
Like I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like you can't really tell it is underwater. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, you can tell it is.
Yeah. And so like he's fighting him, and then he's like trying to hold him off or whatever like that, but like he can't.
No, this thing's.
It's like holding him fucking down.
It's an impenetrable force. It has no emotions. It just knows its prime directive: destroy that thing. Okay.
Yeah. And he even he tries to even go power type, and just like it's still not enough.
Freaking hell! This thing, when Tiga shows up, this thing doesn't even acknowledge it.
No.
It just walks right past him.
Yeah, it's like how the Borg work. It's like they won't attack you unless they'll ignore you until they consider you a threat. So if you don't do anything to engage the Borg, then they won't bother you.
Could they have been a reference to the Borg?
Maybe. Because, like, if you kill a Borg drone, like, another Borg can just come up and just repair it and then it'll be back up. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, well, that's what these things did. When you shot them down, they came down, but then they got back up.
Yeah, no, Borg are fucking scary. And so then, the Art Desi, like, tries to, like, destroy the ship or whatever in space.
The mothership, as I refer to it.
But, like, you think they got it, but then, no. Like, it didn't even make a fucking dent.
It didn't even dent it. The points don't matter.
And then it ends with just Tiga, like, fucking dying.
Yeah, his color
timer's going off. He's being, like, held underwater.
And the freaking robot's gonna freaking self-destruct itself. It's like...
Oh, yeah, like, you see, like, the eyes, like, disappearing, like, the light disappearing from its eyes, like, one by one.
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, this thing's ready to self-destruct.
So that's why I'm, like, pissed off. This was, like, part 1 of 2 episodes. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, but this, like...
This is good.
I kind of like when we do 2-parters, but we do 1 part a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh boy, I can't wait how they... Like, gotta be like how everyone else was when they saw this. Oh my goodness, how are they gonna do this? Mm-hmm. When's the next episode? Girl, you have all of it. You can just watch it now.
Yeah.
But where's the suspense?
But yeah, no, this is overall like a really good episode. Everyone got to do something.
The Art Desi did remind me of the I think it's called the Jaguar Vulcan from Sun Vulcan.
Whoa.
Because in Sun Vulcan they had like this giant airship that carried the Megazord to the battle.
Oh, cool.
it was a really cool thing. Like Battle Fever J and Denziman also had their own, but some Vulcan had, like, instead of it just being like an ordinary giant ship, it was like a ship with like an animal face on it. It was pretty cool, and like it flying off, I'm like, Sentai. Or what you said, Gundam, like the whole flying battleship thing. It's like a flying battleship.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what part 2 is going to be about how they destroy the mothership.
Shocking. This may be shocking, but I swear I saw this episode like in the dub. Like when I was a really little kid, I remember seeing at least Ultraman fighting in the water with something. It could have been the second part.
Maybe.
Because I remember being totally confused on what was going on.
But yeah, so that was the episode.
It was a good episode. Tiga, what do you think? Alright, Tiga. Wait. Tiga drowns. Daigo drowns. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about some Taiga?
Sure.
Yay.
Ultraman Taiga 今よりも大きな自分になって全然負けない昨日より今日より明日へ超えてゆくのさ誰もがファイターウルトラマンタイガー
So episode 6, the flying saucer is not coming.
Oh, now you tell me.
So apparently this is kind of like an homage to an episode of Ultra 7, where we watched it actually. It was episode 45 of Ultra 7, the boy who cried like flying saucer, I think it was called.
The boy who cried flying saucer, the boy who cried spaceship. It's the play on words of the boy. It's based on the story The Boy Who Cried Wolf, but replace wolf with aliens.
Yeah, so like the guy's name was like
Saburo?
Saburo, yeah. And like pretty much the basis of the episode is like, you know, he's like looking through his telescope every night for stars because he dreams of going into space one day, and then like
he meets this little boy.
Yeah, he meets this little boy who like kind of helps him out throughout the episode, and then he finds out he's an alien. And he's like, oh, if you want, like...
You can come with me. Join us.
And then, like, I guess something happens and, like, he just ends up not going with them. And so he just kind of stays here.
Well, he's kind of startled that, like, holy shit, aliens.
Yeah.
Got called the Ultra Squad.
Ultra Guard.
Yeah, the Ultra Guard.
And yeah, and so then we cut to pretty much 52 years later, and, like...
Again, not the same guy, but, you know... It's clearly, definitely, it's clearly meant to be him.
Yeah, it's him because, like, again, Ultraman, they're just great with their continuity.
Like, holy shit, it's the same actor.
Yeah, I think it's the same guy.
It is.
Yeah, it's like this. No, but I mean, like the same character.
Oh, the same character.
It's the same character. So, like, for 52 years, he's been just waiting for this. For his alien friend to come back and take him into space.
Yeah, this alien that's his friend, apparently its name is...
Alien Paralinga.
Paralinga.
Yeah.
Huh. Ugh.
And he has like a really weird like filtered voice and stuff like that. So... But yeah, so... He's just he's in space or whatever like that.
Earth eventually his friend couldn't take.
Oh wait.
So the thing is that in Taiga, it's supposed to be acknowledged that he's an alien. Yeah. So yeah, like again, it's an homage. So the guy this time around, he's an alien, and he got left behind.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it is an homage then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, hear that? The little boy was the disguise for the alien, and the alien took Saburo's disguise.
Oh, okay.
That probably happened.
That's probably it. Yeah, so he's just like on his telescope and stuff, looking at stuff, and then like a ship comes down, and there's an alien in it, and like he like loses his fucking shit, and he's like, "Oh my god, take me with you!" And, like,
I've been waiting
like,
so long.
the alien tries to have like this like epic like entrance or whatever like that, where he's like, "Yeah, I'm here," and then just gets fucking jumped on by this guy.
So this is it, huh? It's very remote. Oh, thank you. Wow, what the hell?
Yeah, but he like looks. He looks familiar, or like he looks familiar.
He looks very familiar.
And yeah, there's a reason. So
his name in the episode, if I can find it in my notes, he introduces himself as the hitman that transcends time and space. The alien Gapia Abel.
Or Abel, I think.
Yeah, Abel.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense, Cain and Abel. That makes a better joke.
So yeah, apparently he's the little brother of the same guy from the Ultraman Orb movie.
Yeah, Sadif. To the point where they're the exact same suit, just one's painted red, one's painted
Well,
purple.
yeah, that's what he said. He said he copied his brother's body.
Yeah. And, like, he even acknowledges that, like, oh, I want to get revenge because my brother died from Ultraman, so...
Yeah, he got killed by an Ultraman.
Like,
so, he got killed by Orb.
Yeah.
And so, like, he's meeting with Kurosaki later, and, like, he's like, I know I know that this isn't your actual form. Like, I know you have a real form. He's like, oh, saw right through me, huh? And transforms into Jagear, and he's like, fuck, you're an Ultraman too. He's like, nah, it's in the past.
I discard myself as
Yeah.
one of them. And, like, he shakes his hand, he's trying to wipe it off, he's like, oh,
yeah, and, like, because apparently, I guess he's, like, bisexual, because, like, he's like, oh, you're cute when you're flustered. And he says that to Jagear, but then he also makes a comment at Kana, just being like, oh, you're cute.
Hmm.
You'd be cute if you weren't, like, freaking annoying. So he was hired by Jagear to assassinate Taiga. So... But because like Kana got involved or whatever with like helping the guy, he tased him and he's like, oh my god, like my legs are going.
I'm gonna get you. Can't feel my legs.
So he decides he wants to go after them first, and so then
gotta get rid of the witnesses.
Yeah, so like the old man like goes into a story. Oh well, actually, in the beginning it's really funny where like they're all. Like Hiroyuki and them, they're all like in the base and they're just talking, and it's like, oh man, Ultraman Taiga is so cool. And it's like, yeah, I wonder what those other two Ultramen are about though. Titus and Fuma. Right?
Yeah,
it's
Titus
like,
and
Titus
Fuma.
and Fuma. The fuck do you know that their names? And he's like, oh, I have my own network. And you just see Homari just being like, It's like, how the fuck do you know that?
I'm watching you, boy.
And like, it's weird. It sucks that like not every episode we see like Taiga and them as like little dudes. Like, I think that should have just been a recurring thing every episode.
Yeah, it's like
it's adorable.
It is weird that like sometimes they show up and then sometimes they're just not.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like they're just like a power set. Like, give them like they're their own characters, so like give them screen time.
I think that's why there's the Tri Squad audio drama.
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, so they like bring him back to the base, and like, you know, he tells his story, being like, "Oh yeah, I was like left behind, and like
assholes left me behind."
So like I'm waiting for like someone to like come in the spaceship, or my friend to come get me, and then I'm gonna go back to the space. But then Kana's just like talking to him, being like, "Well, don't you? What's so funny?" Gotta go back to the space. Did I say the space?
Yeah, you said the space.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I said that.
But you know what? It's perfect for a title. Gotta go back to the space.
Yeah. The crawl space on TV Kids.
Oh.
I missed that show. But he just like she tries to convince him. It's just like, well, like, don't you like Earth? And he's like, Earth's okay, I guess. And he's like, well, there's gotta be something you like from Earth. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, the soba. Soba's good. And she's like, and then like kind of gets him excited. It's like, oh, do you like it like with sauce? Oh, I can't have it any other way with since with sauce. And then he gets excited. And then he like catches on. It's like, oh, trying to get me excited about being on Earth. So then she like kind of makes a promise to him, being like, "Oh, well, you know what? Let's after this is over, like let's all get soba together." And he's like, "Yeah, you know, I like that."
Oh, isn't that heartbreaking? just Abel shows up and it's like, oh, you touched my inner child. And he's really mad!
Yeah, and so he grows big.
Like, he starts, like, shooting at them as they... It's like, I got a stick. Kana hits him with the stick, and it just snaps right in half. Shit.
Yeah, so, like, good on her for trying. And then, like, we also get a bit more into Kana's past as well, where, like, she tried to, like, rescue this, like, little alien girl, and, but, like, the company she was working for was like, no, we have to, like, take her to this research facility to, like, you know, find out more about her.
They probably killed her and dissected her.
Probably. So, like, she even says, like, oh, am I going back to my mommy and daddy? And, like,
yes,
the guy's like, yes, of course we are. Come with me. We'll take you to them. And it's like, that's fucked.
You're a monster.
Yeah, so, like, Kana just feels bad that, like, she couldn't do anything to help. And that's why I think she, like, runs her own kind of thing now. Because now she's like, I'm in control. I can do whatever.
We're helping aliens.
We're helping aliens.
Oh yeah, Homari fought Abel a bit this episode.
Homari's fucking badass.
Until he grew, and then even Homari's like, oh, come on!
Oh, fuck off! So then, yeah, so... Then it's weird, because Hiroyuki ends up meeting up with Kana, but then it just cuts to, like...
Hiroyuki.
Taiga's like, go, Hiroyuki, let's transform! And it's like, at least establish a shot of him, like, going somewhere else to secretly transform.
Yeah.
Like, because now it just leaves it up, like, oh, was he in front around them when he transformed? But I guess not, because...
At some point, I swear they're gonna acknowledge that Hiroyuki is Taiga.
I think so. So then, like, yeah, so Taiga fights for a bit, but, like, he's not enough, which is a real shame, because, like, he's our main title Ultraman, and he just, like, keeps getting his ass kicked. And then, like, so then Titus is like, oh, let me handle this, and so we get, like, a proper, like, intro sequence where he's doing his flexing, like, he even, like, flexes, like, one of Abel's, like, bullets off of him, and it's fucking awesome.
With his ass?
He didn't shoot with his ass.
No, Abel shot him in the ass, and it bounced off his... It bounced off his ass.
And so he, like, punches him a bit, and then, like, he's about to get his ass, or, like, it's fun, like, Abel, like, insults his star, and he's like, fuck you, this is the pride of U40, bitch!
This is my star.
So then, like, Titus isn't really able to fight Abel, because, like, he's too slow. So then Fuma, because, like, they're about to shoot Kana and stuff.
Yeah, like, Titus punches Abel to where Kana and the old man is. So it's like, oh shit. So he turns in he swaps out for Fuma because Fuma's faster. Like, he like ninja runs there.
Yeah, Naruto runs.
He Naruto runs.
Also, God, fucking lot of destruction this episode.
Yeah,
so many buildings are blowing up. I'm like, those are people in there.
Yeah, it's just even
the old man's just like, he's like, we're fucking being giants of light. Like, they're fucking violent.
They're really destroying the city, aren't they? And you see them, like, on the little waterbed. Like, you see them on the other side. Just see, like, Ultraman.
That was a reference to Ultra 7, because, like, that human character and the boy, they were, like, sitting on a water side, just talking. So that was nice.
It's just, like, you see buildings falling over, freaking buildings being blown through.
And it's like, guys, this isn't Mabius, alright?
Look what you did!
You called it, you think you're a hero?
Yes.
Sure. So then Fuma uses the victory let, and he uses, like, shuriken based off victory, and just, like...
slices him in half.
And he's like, oh, this is fucking no way to go.
Oh, this is fucking bull.
So he blows up. And then it just pretty much ends with, like, the old man just, like, you know, he's looking through his telescope still, and then his buddy comes.
Yeah, his buddy
shows... Like, hey, I came to come get you. Like, you want to come? And he's like, no. Pretty much to quote Cap from the Endgame, no. I don't think I will.
Just start seeing him slow dance with Kana.
Because he realizes, because of Kana just kind of being an influence on him, just being like, no, it's not that bad.
You gotta take it one day at a time.
Mm-hmm. And he also says, like, I have a promise to keep. Like, I promise I'd have Soba with this woman, so...
He better show up again.
And like the alien, I couldn't fucking take seriously because he had like this like fucking high filtered voice.
What are you talking about?
Can you come back to space, please?
It's Brand.
Yeah. Hey, it's Brad.
I need my meds.
Oh my god. It's only one episode of Fred I like, and it's the one where he goes to the dentist.
Oh my god.
I'm bleeding! I'm scared!
I find it hilarious that his dad's John Cena.
Yeah, his dad's actually John Cena.
Like in Fred, I will admit, the first Fred movie is a really good movie because it shows all the characters from his little miniseries as actual characters.
Yeah, especially I think her name's Susan.
Yeah.
Like the girl who like he has like a huge crush on, but like she also hates him and he hates her because she's a bitch.
I don't like you either.
Yeah, no, pretty like nice episode of Taiga. It was very like when we have these like alien side characters, like Ultraman does side characters like really well.
Yeah, it's like they get you attached.
Yeah, it's like Gonkyu's Tears and fucking X. Like that was like one of the best episodes. And it was just about a side character.
Like it's especially this character being like, I've been alone this entire time. Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Especially since, you know, he has no way to get, like, to go back into space himself. It's like, what? Well, if I were him, I would have, you know, joined NASA or something. Mm-hmm. Joined the Japanese version of NASA. Get a better signal up in space.
There you go. Yeah, so, like, that's it, basically.
Yeah.
So, I know the next couple episodes of Taiga we're going to be talking about are two-parters, so.
Yeah. So, after this, we'll be going back to episodes of Taiga. Mm-hmm. Yep. Herpaderps. Herpaderpaderps. Don't fuck him. So yeah, this was episode 96. Gotta go back to the space.
I'm gonna like listen back to this episode to see if I actually said that.
You did.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll see you all later.
Schwa for now.
Schwa for now. Hey everyone, thank you for listening to this episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. We appreciate your dedication to listening.
If you have an opinion on the news or shows we talked about, leave a comment down below. #comments for Lane.
If you want to check us out on other social media pages, you can check out our Twitter pages. As always, you can follow me at twitter.com/Autobot.
You can follow me at twitter.com/Lane_.
For other pages, you can find my blog, Gar's Toku Blogs, on Facebook.com. And while you're on Facebook, why not give Radio Sentai Castranger a follow?
For older episodes of our shows, you can find them at castranger.podbean.com. And we also have some merch, such as t-shirts and bags, available at tpublic.com.
That's all for this exciting episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. Until next time,
Schwa for now!
"できる